You have tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go. Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. I'm just when spirituality in the game combines. You have the thinking class. We are live right now. Let's get it going and popping. Let me get to my notes and get it rolling here. Let's go. The beast and the boss. Bring the bear out of the man. This is something that I've heard recently, actually, as really last night when I happened to be listening to BGS. And I said, you know what? It's pretty much in line with what I've been going through all this week. So I wanted to start off and start sharing. It's the beast and the boss, bringing out the bear out in men. Well, it's supposed to be men, whatever. But I definitely want to talk about that. Let me give you a thing. Too many men have been tamed, softened by society's experiences and expectations. But deep inside, there's a beast, a force waiting to be unleashed. And we want to awaken that. In the current climate, what's going on in our society is a lot of upheaval and a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things going on. Inflation's going up or down. Jobs are being lost. It is a time that I must address this and say it's time for men to tap into either being the boss and the beast. Now, I don't know about a lot of you guys. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything today. I'm not trying to play with you. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not here to try to make you feel good. Go somewhere else for that. This is just bringing the boss and the beast. In the climate that we are in, especially in America, in the nation, is either you get ate up. What's going on, Upper Cup? Either you get ate up or you do the eating. Let me just say that. In the current climate that we're in, we don't have time for you whining. Yeah, it's the villain. Okay, yeah. It's either you're gonna be ate up or someone's gonna eat you up. You can, let me say this for all my people who watch me, who watches social medias on Facebook and Instagram. You can boycott, you can do all that emotional mechanism to release your emotions. But this is a time where either you strap up or you're going to be strapped. Plain and simple. This is not the time for the weak crying. Oh, they took this away. They did this. I can't believe that this is happening. You can complain. You can do all the protesting you want. Today is the day that you wake up. You wake the beast and the boss inside of you. I never seen in this society, and me studying history, so many men who are whining and complaining with their thumb in their mouths, talking about what's going on. Let me get my first point. Awaken the primal force. Let me say that again. Awaken the primal force. Let me read the notes. It says, the bear inside of you is raw, untamed strength. The part of you that refused to be caged, reconnect with it by embracing discomfort, pushing your limits, and rejecting passivity. Let me say that again. The bear inside of you is raw, untamed strength. The part of you that refuses to be caged, reconnect with it by embracing discomfort, pushing your limits, and rejecting passivity. We have so many people who are comfortable and with where they're at, especially these cupcakes on these social media streets and off these social media streets. You being comfortable is going to lead you being in the same place that you're at now. It is only when you get discomfortable, get uncomfortable, will you begin to push to the next limit. Please, I want you to tap into the bear that's inside of you and become uncaged. This doesn't mean that you go and hurt people. This doesn't mean that you become disrespectful. This means that you go in and you realize that, hey, what's going on right now? I am not going to be on the bottom. I'm going to be on the top. Some of y'all should have been gave up because you're crying too much. I have never seen so much whining and complaining from men online and people online where they're doing this and they're taking this away. Suck it up, cupcake. When I was little, let me say this, when I was little, and I grew up with a bunch of boys. Now it's easy to go home and whine and complain to my father and my mother, mainly my father, what they did this to me, Dad. No, my father said, go back out there and you're going to play. If they take your ball, get your ball. If they take something from you, go get it. Let me say this important statement. Power is never given, it is taken. Let me say that for those who are not listening, who want to just, go back and forth. Power is never given, it is taken. And most of us have got comfortable. I'm right there. Most of us don't want to push past our limits. I've been right there. And we have not rejected being passive. You get along just to get along. First point is awaken the primal force inside of you. Stop sitting around and saying they doing this and he doing that. What are you going to do about it? If you can hear the conversations that I have with my sons, I tolerate no whining, I tolerate no complaining, and I tolerate no excuses. That's what I do with my personal sons. I don't tolerate you. Okay, this is what's going on. Figure it out. Some of y'all have not had that kick in the butt to tell you if this is happening, if they take DEI away, what are you going to do? Figure it out what you're going to do. If they take your product out of Target, what are you going to do? Figure it out, find another way, what you can do, what you need to do. I can't believe, and then we get so upset online and posts. You can do all the posting online you want to, but the key is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and take it, or are you going to stand up and say, I'm going to get my own? When I was at my lowest, one of my lowest points in my life, I had to get my behind up, get on the number 1, the St. Clair bus, go down the street, go to the library, and apply for applications online. I had to suck it up. There's no one coming to save you but you. I had to get on the number 1, but I don't even know how I got bus passes. I don't even know I went to Guy's Pizza and got 1 slice of pizza. That was my lunch. And I had to suck it up take it and figure out what I'm going to do. Most people don't want to hear this because they want to be cuddled. They want somebody to hold them. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. It's okay. The world is not going to tolerate you. They're going to treat you as second class. Let me say that again. I don't care what color, what race you are, what creed or whatever. If you come in with a victim mentality, they will treat you as second class. Get the lead out of your, you know what rhymes with class. Plain and simple. I've seen it too much. I had to deal with it with my own life. I had to write down some things. I'm like, you know what? You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You can make all the excuses. Well, it's because of the algorithm. You can so because of technology. No one's coming to save your black butt, Mr. LDA. Get out there and make something happen. Most people don't want to receive this message because they're comfortable complaining. They're comfortable being a victim. Next point. Tap into control rage. Let me say that again. Tap into control rage. A bear does not latch out aimlessly. He strikes with precision. Your anger, frustration, and intensity are tools, but only if you learn to control and channel them into focused action. Let me read that again. A bear does not lash out aimlessly. Oh, let me, no. It strikes with precision. Your anger, frustration, and intensity are tools. Let me get those tools. Your anger, your frustration are tools, but only if you learn to control and channel them into focused action. More people are complaining about the problem, but they have not given concrete solutions on what should be done. As a man, as you embrace the bear and the boss inside of you, you must use your anger. And many of y'all have been hiding the anger that you have inside. Many of y'all been, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to upset nobody. The frustration inside, you've been suppressing it inside of you. The anger you've been suppressing inside of you. You've been suppressing the very thing that you need to use as a tool. Let me say that again. Many of you have been suppressing the anger and the frustration inside of you and not realizing that it is the tool you use, when used correctly, for focused action. That's how you do it. You've been using it to suppress it with drinking, smoking, sex, and whatever, and not realizing that the real tool that you have is your focused anger. When I got angry at being in the place that I was in, I began to channel that energy in a particular direction and make some things happen. Let me say that again. When LDA got mad about where I was at, and I was frustrated. It's like, why is this not working? Why am I constantly going through this same cycle? It is then that when I embrace my anger, when I embrace my frustration, that I was able to break through and have focused action and use it as a tool to push me to the next level. Most people want to stay at the same level because they're comfortable with it. It's easier to complain. It's easier to whine. It's easier to go out and boycott. What are you going to really do? What action are you really going to take? And like I said, the bear he doesn't lash out aimlessly. We have so many people lashing out aimlessly without thinking about what they're doing. They have no precision in their action. A bear does not lash out aimlessly, just trying to hit something. No, when he's going to get that salmon, he's out there watching the flow of the water. He knows the salmon is going against the current. He waits there. His hunger is driving him. Some of y'all have lost the hunger inside of you. He's standing there waiting. His eyes are intensely watching as one salmon goes past. Then finally, with precision, he grabs the salmon mid in the air and then he tears it apart and eat it. Some of y'all have not killed a dragon in years, let alone stepped on an ant, let alone kill a bee inside of your house. Why? Because you have not tapped into the anger that you have inside of you. You have not tapped into the frustration inside of you. You're more worried about what other people think instead of getting yourself to the next level. In this age that we are in, there's shifting things going on economically, spiritually, mentally. You can sit back and talk about everything that's going on, but until you get your hind parts up and do something about it, hey, I'm giving you the message now. So, hey, it is what it is. My next point: embrace silent power. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. Let me stay right there. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It is the one who moves with quiet confidence. Like a bear in the wild, be observant, deliberate, and always ready to act when force, when necessary. Let me say this part is so key right here. This is so key right here. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It's not the one who's talking the loudest and jump over here and do all, we're going to do this over here. We're going to do this over there. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It is the one who moves with quiet confidence. When I study different people in history, I notice that the ones who strike without you thinking are the ones who doesn't speak loud in the public. They make confident moves while you're getting loud. They're making confident moves 3 steps ahead of you to take you out. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It is the one who moves with quiet confidence. That's what you need to tap in as the beast and the boss to bring the bear out of you, is tap into the ability to move with quiet confidence, to move with a confidence that, you know what, that when you come into the room tilts in your direction. Let me say that again. It's when you come into the room tilts into your direction. And be observant. Most people, most confident men and confident men and women, the best thing you do, since you're being quiet, is the next thing is observe your surroundings. That's something I teach my sons. Have your head on a swivel. Know what's going on around you. Most people don't observe anything around them, and they're just going around la 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 la. No, you need to have your head on the swivel, watching everything around you. And then you must be deliberate in every word that you use and every action that you take. Let me say that again. Deliberate. That means you consciously thought about what you're going to do. You must be deliberate in what you do. See, and I know this message ain't for everyone. This ain't the, oh man, teach me that game and LD. No, this ain't for everybody. I'm tired of dealing with everyone. I'm looking for the guys and the women who want to go to the next level, because ain't nobody coming to save you. Plain and simple. I'm giving you serious game right here. You are observant, you're deliberate, and you're always ready to act with force when necessary. That's what people need to know about you, that at a moment notice, you will act with force when necessary. You don't need to say a lot of words. This they'll know that if you cross them, they will get you. I'm tired of these cupcake swirling men around here. Let me hit my next point, and I'm going to go back over them for those coming in. Own your territory. A bear commands its space. Let's stop there. A bear commands. He doesn't ask, hey, can I have this space over here? He is not Winnie the Pooh. Too many of y'all been Winnie the Pooh around here and, hey, how you doing? And talking to rabbits and talking to tigers and talking to a donkey versus owning, commanding your space. A bear commands his space. What does that mean? Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Whoa, 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 LDA. You hitting them too hard, too fast. Stop shrinking yourself to make others what? Feel comfortable. Many of y'all are shrinking your masculinity. You're shrinking your femininity because you don't want to offend anyone. Because you want to make everyone comfortable. And I want everyone to like you. No one, let me slow down because I'm right there. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. The worst thing that you can do is to shrink who you are because you don't want people to see the light of who you are. Stop shrinking who you are. Let the world know when you walk in the room, I own this place. My dad, who I'm connected with, is the owner of the universe. Stop shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. I've seen too many men doing that. They refuse. They put their head down when they talk. They're just like Winnie the Pooh. Okay, all right, okay, I guess I just want the honey. Too many of them acting like Winnie the Pooh. The next thing in this note right here, speak with authority. It is advantageous that men and women, but I'm talking to the men, that you speak with authority. The first part, stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. The next part is speak with authority. If you're going to say it, own it. Stop mealy mouthing. Like my grandfather said, some of y'all ain't worth a quarter. Stop lollygagging and dope popping. That used to be my grandfather's favorite term to me and my brother. Stop lollygagging and dope popping and realize speak with authority. Well, how do I speak with authority, LDA? Speak from what in the authority that you have on the inside of you. Stop shrinking. I cram to understand on people not speaking their authority because they don't want to offend someone. Because they're not going to agree with you're not going to agree with everyone, and everyone's not going to agree with you. The next point in this, point C, stand firm in your belief. If you believe that it's green, stand on it. If you're dead wrong, admit that you're dead wrong. Stand firm in what you believe. So many people switch between this belief and that belief, that way and this way, depending on what the crowd says or what the masses say, or what do the group say? But what do black people say? Well, what do white people say? What do Latinos say? But you're going with the group, but what do you believe? Stand on what you believe. Stand on 10 toes down on what you believe as a man. If you believe this, stand on it. And if you are wrong, admit, hey, you know what? I was wrong about that. That's one of the things I'm glad my father taught me was, you know what? If you're wrong about something, son, just say it. Don't sit here and lie to me and you see the truth in front of you. Admit that you're wrong. But stand on your beliefs. Stand 10 toes down on what you believe. Man, I just, woo. The next part of this is carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. Man, right here, we need to. Went really fast on these points. Now I'm gonna repeat them. Carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. Anytime I go out, the Lord is my witness. I act like I own the place. I don't disrespect people, but I act my internal conversation is I own this. I own the environment. I own my space. This does not mean that you looking to get in conflict with other people. This means that you own your space. You own, it says what? Carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. Carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. Stop act. If you got it, you living in the studio, own it. If you living in the five, if you living in a 6 bedroom, 5 bathroom mansion, own that space. Stop sitting back and sucking on milk and eating toast and not owning your space. Own your environment. What does that mean? You just don't own it externally, you own it internally. Own the space internally. Own, it says, carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. If you own your environment, that means you have rule over your environment. That means you speak life or you can speak death. You can say, I don't want this. I do want this. Too many men are just going with the flow. Up and down, up and down. If this happens, I'm with them. If it's down, I'm down there. They have no gravitatory, they have no way to have the gravity to pull towards them to who they are. They don't own their space. Everybody talking about they want game. I want the women. I want the women. I want the. You don't need that because you don't even own your own space. The woman, when she comes to your life, she should be having a gravitational pull to who you are because you own your space as a man. She just can't help it. She's like a magnet. Boom. Because you own your space as a man. You own your environment. Where do you own it first? In your mind and in your spirit. Stop being tricked out here with these faulty games. Let me go to my next point, and I'm going to repeat and hope you get this. Hunt relentlessly. Let me say that again because I don't know. This part is going to be, this ain't for the, if you weak and just waiting for, I'm just trying to see what LDA going to say. This ain't for you. Log off. Go look into somebody else's video. This part right here, you better get. Hunt relentlessly. The bear does not wait for permission. Let me say that again. This goes back to the point I made earlier. Power is not given, it is taken. The bear does not wait for permission. It takes what it needs. Let's put a flag right there. The bear does not wait for permission. Some of y'all have been waiting for permission to go, to move, to do what you need to do. The bear does not wait for permission. It goes for what it needs. What does that mean? It said, oh, I want that salmon. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. A bear, what? Does not wait for permission. It takes what it needs. Some of y'all have been waiting for somebody, your mama, you're waiting for your sister, you're waiting for your uncle, you're waiting for your daddy, you're waiting for your kids, you're waiting for somebody to give you permission. You don't need permission. Take what you need. Let me emphasize this again for those in the back of the class who may be the C students and the D students and the F students. Let me help you. Life is set up that power is not given. Too many people are looking for others, the government, or looking for somebody to give them power. Power is taken. It is what? Taken. You grab it. You go after yours. Many of y'all have lost the hunter inside of you. Let me read the next part. Stop waiting for opportunities, validation, and approval. Let's stop right there. Stop waiting for opportunity. I'm waiting for the opportunity, LDA. You know, she ain't said this. The job ain't. Stop waiting for opportunities. Stop looking for people to validate you. Stop looking for approval. The bear does not look for approval. He don't get with other bears and they come together and they have a bear meeting in the woods. Well, you know, there's a bunch of salmon over here coming up from the stream. What do you think we should do? I don't know. When's the perfect time to get the salmon? Well, according to my plans and my statistics, the best time to get the salmon is around morning time because the salmon are jumping out of the water. Well, I don't think that. Well, I think you should wait to this time to do it at noontime because that's the best time to do it. So the bears are having a meeting. Imagine bears in the woods having a meeting about the right opportunity or looking for validation from other bears or waiting for the approval to do it. When the bear is hungry, please, I'm emphasizing hungry. When he's hangry, whatever, when he wants to eat, he's going over to the stream. He's looking with eyes locked in and seeing the salmon jump out the water, and he's going after it. He's not looking for opportunity. He's not looking for validation, and he's not looking for approval from other bears. Too many of y'all waiting for the right opportunity. The right opportunity is right in your face. Some of y'all looking for validation. Well, I need somebody to tell me that it's the right time to do this. It's never the right time. Either you're going to do it or you ain't. Some of y'all looking for approval. Well, I need approval from the president. I need approval from this one. There's never going to be the perfect time for approval. The bear does not wait for permission. It takes what it needs. Stop waiting for opportunity, validation, and approval. Set your sights on your goals and attack them ruthlessly, consistently. Let me say that part right real slow for somebody. Set your sights on your goals and attack. And then say, oh, well, I'm wishing, I'm in meditation. No, it's not doing that. Nor is it in the place of, I'm praying and waiting on God to show me what to do. It's not even doing that. Uh-oh, that's going to get some of you, my Christian friends. I'm waiting on God to show me. No, he attacks his goals with ruthless consistency. Not passively. Oh, how you doing? Hey, no, it goes after them with fire in his eyes. Some of y'all have lost the fire in your eyes, and that's why you're in the place that you're in, and you experience the things you're experiencing because you have lost the fire, the ruthlessness, the gall, the fight inside of you who has died. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to her because she's been doing an excellent job in looking at our family tree. I have to give her, she's the best. And when I begin to look at my family tree from slavery down to me, I noticed a thread there. Even in the midst of slavery, it was 100 years. Was it 100 years? 100 years that were taking place. And my great grandfather lived to 105 years old. And I thought about it. This man who grew up in slavery, who was a mulatto, had to have some tenacity. He had to have some kind of fight inside of him in the midst of slavery, Jim Crow. Well, not part of Jim Crow, well, the end of Jim Crow, the whole war in the 1800s, Civil War, to live through all of that and still live to be 100 years old. He had to have some tenacity. He had to have some fight inside of him. He couldn't have well, I'm just going to lay down and just take whatever they're doing to me. No. He had 11 kids. He said, they got to eat. I got to make sure they're taken care of. I came to think about it that some of us in this new land or where we have grown too comfortable with our current situation. If my great-great-grandfather fought, born in 1821, had forms, raised 11 kids, 11 of them, and they're different personalities. How much more in my blood must I fight and get what's mine? Or I'm going to sit back and just settle for whatever somebody's giving me. Or I'm going to settle to what life is giving me, or what they say the government's giving me. I just can't. So let me go through these points again so you get it. If you're getting something from this, put a number 1 in the chat room. If you're getting something, if you got something from this, because I'm going to go over these notes again so you really get them. Put a number 1 in the chat room. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you get something from what I'm talking about. Bring out the bear in the men. This is what really, let me give you some game. Women don't want some guy who's weak as a piece of toilet tissue. Let me say that again. They don't want no man who's weak as a toilet tissue, who's driven by his emotions, who's crying and whining, talk about Tito, give me the tissue. She don't want that man. She wants a man that has some grit about him, who's willing to fight for his. I wish y'all get this real game. I'm telling you, she don't want that. She wants a man who's able to stand up and say, hey, this is the way we're going. This is the direction that we're going on. This is what we're going to conquer. This is the goal that we're going to take. This is the hill that we're going to conquer. This is what we're going to live in 5 years. This is what I want to save up. This is how much I want to make a year. How are you going to do it? I don't know, but I'm going for mine. Well, the government is doing this. I don't care what the government is doing. I'm going for mine. I'm taking mine. I will figure it out. That is one of my favorite phrases to my sons and to me. Figure it out. Y'all, some of y'all need your fathers to kick you in the butt. That's what you're really missing, because nobody kicks you in your butt, and everybody's been giving you candy, suckers, and cupcakes. And that's the reason why you're at the situation that you're in. No one's kicked you in the back of your pants and said, figure it out. Let me say that again. No one's kicked you in the back of your pants and told you to get out of the house and figure it out. Well, I want somebody to hold my hand and show me. Ain't nobody's going to fix. You're going to fix. If the economy is going one way, while they're zigging, you need to be zagging so that you get to pay. Figure it out. Y'all need to be kicked in the back of the pants. I'm tired of these. Relax, LDA. Relax. You need to figure it out. That is my line to my sons. One is in the military. The other one's about to graduate from an Ivy League school. Son, well, Dad, this happened, and my car did this, and my phone was doing this. What should I do? I give him a couple of solutions. After that, figure it out, son. Call me back when you got an answer. When he comes to answer, I said, okay, that sounds good. What it does when he figures it out and I sort of guide him, what happens is it builds his confidence in who he is. This is the reason why you're not winning. You have no confidence in who you are, because you ain't figured out nothing. You have not figured out anything. And then you want to get a woman. Oh, I want a woman, LDA. I want a chick right there, LDA. I want a well, man. Yeah, show me this game about it. You ain't figured out your own life. You still you still got Similacs behind your ear, and you still wearing a pamper. Figure it out. Somebody need to kick you in the back of your pants. That's the other thing too. Some of y'all never been in a real fight. There's some fights I got in. And I lost. Plain and simple. But one thing I didn't do, I didn't run. Either I got beat up or I beat them up. But I'm not about to back down from you. Let me say that again. Some of y'all been running all your life. You got tracks. You run around there. You a track star. Some of y'all are a track star. Y'all been running from everything in your life since you've been a kid. Or your mama came and got you and don't hit my baby. That's my little man. That's my little poo-poo. That's my little bookaboo. And save you from getting your behind beat. Some of y'all need your butt kicked so you know next time you get in a fight what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Y'all need, you need, I'm being, I can be clear. My friends who know me, no, I didn't get my butt kicked. Maybe a couple of times, and I didn't kick somebody else's butt. But at least I did not take it and run. I got in there, took it. I might have got this, made it happen. I knuckle up. Has it been times in my life after that when I ran from situations and I hid and did this and saying it's the man and it's because there's no jobs? Yeah, I did that. Let's be very clear. I am not immune to saying the message I'm saying right now that it have not touched me. But after I had my little pity party, because many of y'all are having a pity party, and pity party. I had to get my black butt up and make something happen. Get to cracking. Well, did I have all the money all the time? No. Sometimes I had to eat peanut butter and jelly. Sometimes I had to stretch a meal out a couple of days. But guess what I did? I figured it out, and I'm here today to tell you you can do it too. Let me go over this note. Awaken the primal force inside of you. The bear inside of you is raw, untamed strength. That's part of you that is refused to be caged. Some of y'all like to be caged. That's another story for another day. Just love to be caged. You want somebody to feed, you want them to feed you the milk, to bring it in, to bring you the bread, to bring you this. You want to be caged. There should be some kind of inkling in your manhood, in your, as my girlfriend was saying, your shanana said, I am not about to be caged in here. I'm not about to be bound. There were certain people, because I've been studying the whole slave experience in America. There were some slaves who said, you know what? I ain't taking no more whoopings. You ain't whooping my back. And there was some that said, whatever you say, boss. Okay, boss. Yep, sure thing. They were defeated in one place, in their minds. There were one who used wisdom in the situation to learn how to ear hustle and figure out what was going on, because they couldn't read. They figure out, if I do this, they're gonna be going here. I'm out. I'm escaping. I'm headed to Canada. Many of y'all have not got that part of you. What's going on, Ted? Refuse to be caged. Reconnect with it by embracing discomfort, pushing your limits. Everybody want to be great. They want to be a star. You have not pushed past your limits. And rejecting passivity. 2, tap into control rage. A bear does not lash out aimlessly. It strikes with precision. Your anger, frustration, and intensity are tools, but only if you learn to control and channel them into focused action. If you know they're cutting out certain programs and you know the industry is changing, go to school, do whatever you to do so that you can get the bag. Uh-oh, I'm talking to somebody. If you know where they're cutting this particular thing off, okay, what's the new thing coming down the road? Hey, I better learn AI. What? What is AI? No, it's a big word, AI. You need to learn AI. You need to learn what the industry is going to be paying in the next 10 to 15 years, and you need to jump in there and learn it. Let me say something else to those who are listening to me. Get into the trades. They're going to always need people to do electricity, plumbing, HVAC, construction. They're going to be paying big time money. That ain't going nowhere. Get your behind if what you're doing, basket weaving, ain't go cutting in this day and age. Let me help some other people out too. Some women, what you doing, they're about to cut your job. Some men, they're about to cut your job. You need to connect with someone so y'all can be a force together. Some of y'all been doing it alone too long. And I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. Gonna have you living in a car eating cat food. That's gonna have you in the car eating cat food, washing your behind up on in McDonald's, or you going to just start tricking yourself out and do an OnlyFans? Because you know a lot of women out there doing OnlyFans for that very reason, because they refuse to make the adjustment and they want the quick money. They'll sell their soul and spread their legs, expose their self for a quick change, only to realize it only lasts for a moment. Because really, if you look at the OnlyFans model, there is a shelf life to it. There's only a few who are making the money that you wish you can make. And from a man's perspective, I'm gonna keep it 100. If you've seen one, you pretty much have seen them all. You ain't that special, cupcake. You gonna have to figure out how to do something else. This may be too raw for some people today. I don't know. This may be too. I may be saying too. This may be too raw for some. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. Yours ain't that special. If you do this trick, there's 10,000 other women who are doing the same trick. Control and channel them into force action. The next one, embrace silent power. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It is the one who moves with quiet confidence. And that is one of the things I do. I'm not going different places. I'm chill, I'm laying back, and I'm watching. Like a bear in the wild, be observant, deliberate, and always ready to act with force and necessary. I embrace this completely. Do you hear me? I'm chill. I go to different places. I watch everything around me. I'm quiet. I'm low key. I'm watching the door. I'm looking at the people cooking my food. I'm looking who's coming in and out. And I don't even say that much. Well, why you don't say nothing, LDA? You don't be talking all that. No. I'm looking. I'm watching. Now, I'm not looking for something to jump off, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Some of y'all are just too loud. And this and this and that, and this and this and that. Too loud. Just too loud. Too loud. You talk like James Brown said, you talking loud and ain't saying nothing. The most dangerous man isn't the loudest. It is the one who moves with quiet confidence, like a bear in the wild, be observant, deliberate, and always ready to act with force when necessary. Own your what? Own your territory. A bear commands space. Some of y'all, when you walk, even into a restaurant, even when you go into a restaurant, you do not command your space. They should feel you when you come into the room. They should know the danger. Watch yourself. Something may jump off. Not that you're going around looking like you about to hurt somebody, but there should be a presence about you that when, and I'm not using the word aura, I'm saying a presence around you that when you come in as a man, they're like, we don't know what he may do, but don't cross him. Stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. Let me say that again. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Too many of y'all are shrinking yourself to make other people feel comfortable. No. And I can say something about it because I did it in the past. I am not shrinking myself to make others feel comfortable. I will respect others, but I respect myself even more. I'm not shrinking who I am, what I think, and what I stand for. Speak with authority. Some of y'all need to step it up and speak. Stop milly mouthing, sounding like Winnie. I said this earlier, sounding like Winnie the Pooh. How you walking around? I'm the man. You sound like Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I want some, honey. Speak with authority. When I call my sons and something's going on, hey. No, this is what it is. Many times in the past, my sons didn't want to talk to me. Thank you. I'm powerful and I know it. Many times my sons didn't want to speak to me. And their mother said, well, I'm going to call your father. No, don't call my dad. Don't call dad. Because when they get to me, baby, I'm speaking with authority. What did you do? What happened? What are you going to do about it? Some of y'all need to speak with authority and stop sounding like, thank you, Winnie the Pooh up in here. I ain't never seen so many Winnie the Pooh people on social media and out social media talking in my life. All you want to do is chase the honey. Uh-oh. I just want the honey. I just want the honey. You talking with donkeys, tigers, and a little girl and boy, a little boy and girl. Kind of crazy mess is this? Winnie the Pooh looking self. Can't speak with any kind of authority. Stand firm in what you believe. Let me say that again, because we got a lot of cupcake eating. Can't stand for nothing. If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Stand firm in what you believe in. If you believe it, stand firm on it. First of all, you ain't speaking with authority and you don't stand for nothing. One of the things I remember, Jono, when I was in my dark time and I was walking down Carnegie, I think Carnegie or Cedar, and I was walking to the Minute Man where you go find work for the day. He said, bro, and I needed money. Do you hear me? I needed cash money. I was out. I didn't have no cash. He said, yo, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going through my own thing, but you're going to have to stand on your own truth. I said, man, it's not what I want to hear right now. I need money. You got to stand on your own truth, LDA. I said, wow. I had to kick myself in my behind. And then I started to walk back. It was about close to, I missed the job, missed getting the job. And I was walking back to the city mission to see if I want to stay there. They said, you can stay there, but we got to take your bag. I said, dog, man, I don't want to stay in no city mission, but I got to figure this out. So I had to stand firm in my beliefs that, you know what? You coming out of this, boy. You coming out of this, yo. You coming out of this. The next point, carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. I must emphasize that for those out there. Carry yourself. What does that mean? When you walk, when you talk, you carry yourself who owns his environment. When my sons were younger and we would go to the mall, now they wanted some Jordans or they wanted some Kyries or they wanted some Steps. I said, hey, we're going to go there. But I would tell them they were little guys. They were little. They couldn't be no more than 6 or 7 or close to 10 or 11 or whatever the age. I said, when you walk through these doors, we walk through Richmond Mall. I said, you walk like you own this mall. I said, you don't walk with your head down. You don't walk like you just going through here like nothing, like everybody else. You walk like you own this mall. So what they did was pay attention to what my sons did. They watched how their dad walked. They watched how I walk through the mall. They watch when I seen someone, how I act like, hey, what's going on? Shake their hand, look them eye to eye. I walk like I own the place. Guess what happened? My sons, not by my words, but by my actions, begin to emulate me. They said, well, this is the way dad walks. This is how I should walk. He said, walk like you own the place. There's a difference when walking when you go to somebody's house and you a guest, but there's a difference when you walk when it's your house, because you can take your hat off, put it where you want to. You can put your coat up because it's your place. Walk like you own the place. Some of y'all need to walk in your neighborhood, walk in your job, walk in the next place that you need to go. Walk like you own the place. You don't need to say it with your words, but your actions, the way you move, it says you walk with authority. It says carry yourself like a man who owns his environment. When you go to the gym, I go to the gym every other day. I go in there like it's my private gym. I'm just telling you what my mindset. I go to the gym like it's I go to the go workout like this. These people are just coming to visit my gym. Y'all got to switch your mindset. You got to switch. I go to the gym. I'm telling you like it's my gym. The last point, and I'm getting out of here because I'm right 5 minutes away. Hunt relentlessly. The bear does not wait for permission. Let me say that again. The bear does not wait for permission. It takes what it needs. Stop waiting for opportunities, validation, approval. Set your sights on your goals and attack them with ruthless consistency. Ruthless. What does ruthless mean? There's all bets are off. It's like when I used to watch my sons wrestle, my brother used to wrestle. You got to take the man down or he's going to take you down. It's a roof. You got to play within the rules of the game or the rules of that sport of wrestling. But it's about taking that person down and pinning them down. You got to be ruthless. Some of y'all have not been ruthless through life. You've been just sailing through life, eating cupcakes and drinking wine. Life is calling for you to break out of your comfort zone. Anything I can tell you now, especially what's going on nationally in the United States, either you're going to get ate up or you're going to do the eating. Plain and simple. Either you're going to get ate up or you're going to do the eating. It's that simple. There's no middle ground here. Either you take it or you're going to be you or it's going to take you up. Plain and simple. It is those who set their eyes on things that's higher than them that forces them to go to the next level. It's either you're gonna sit there and whine and complain, or are you going to sit there and get what's yours? I'm just saying that I am saying this right now. It is at that point. This is where we are in history. Either you pivot and make the change, or you're going to be stuck at the back of the line wishing that you heard this message 5 years from now. Get off your butt. Stop getting comfortable. Stop whining. Stop complaining. So what your mama wasn't there? So what your daddy wasn't there? So what your aunt did this? So what your cousin did that? So what you lost your car? So what? No one cares. No one's coming to save you. Let me say that again. No one's coming to save you. Somebody needs to hear that. When I'm waiting for this to happen, I'm waiting for this program. No one's coming to save your raggedy butt but you. LDA, this is strong language. Why would you say that? You're hurting my feelings. People, the world does not care about your raggedy feelings. You hurt my feelings. This is so wrong. This ain't right, LDA. Why are you saying this? Oh my God. You hurt my religious views. No one cares about what you believe and where you stand at. So no matter what you done been through, so what? If you want to be great, you're going to have to thank you, Joe Blast. Let me right there. Shout out to the brother. Respect. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to. No, let me emphasize that to say this again. No one's coming to save you. Either you go after it or you're going to be left behind. And many of you listening to this social media, crap. are going to be left behind. Shout out to Joe Blast for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Tomorrow I will be doing a master class with Pimp God, and I are going to be doing a master class. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to put the link to how to get it. It's $35 for general admission and $50 for one-on-one answering questions. I'm here to tell you, this is called the Skull Book. We're going to be talking about relationships. How does master keys in relationships? If you have any issues in a relationship, if you're dealing with a woman or you dealing with issues and breaking free of your limitations, you want to be there. This ain't, like I said, it ain't for everyone, but it's for those who are ready to go to the next level. That being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. I hope I stir somebody up to be the stop soft. Stop. Let me stop being so soft. Let me read my opening statement because I think I need to read it again. Too many men have been tamed, softened by society's expectations. Right there. Too many men in the pulpit, out the pulpit, in the temple, out the temple, in the mosque, inside the mosque. Too many men have been tamed, softened by society's expectations. When I just want to get along to get along. I want to agree with everybody who agree with me. I don't want to offend. I don't want to cause no waves. I don't want to do that because somebody might get hurt. You've been tamed, baby boy, my boy. Shit, soft and weak, like toilet tissue. Ain't even charming. Not even charming. You weaker than. Oh my God. You can't even take a strong drink. Too many men have been soft, tamed by the society. And you come on here and other places, I want to get a girl. I want the game on how to get women, man. Show me how to get these women. You too weak to get a woman. Too weak. Too weak. Well, I'm going to just go be a passport, bro. Or I'm going to go to another country and get it. You too weak for them. They'll eat you up. Do you understand that the men in the other countries are rough and tough? Go to the villas. You'll find out. Go there. Hey, I'm going to go by myself. I'm going to go to the villas by myself. Okay, go to the villas by yourself and find out. We're going to be reading your hairlines, X's over your eyes, because you're too weak, too soft. This country, this society, this educational system has made weak men soft and too pliable. And you lost that edge inside of you. You lost that hunger to be a boss, to be a bear, to go after what you want. Joe Blast, I don't understand it, man. Too many of these men are just too weak. Matter of fact, let me say it this way, because this is going to really stir it up, and I'm going to go. Some of the women are more tough than some of you guys. Uh-oh. The women here are tougher than some of you guys. Let me say that again. Some of these women are tougher than some of you guys. They will square up on you and knock you out. How do women more tougher than you guys? Man. How? And make it more because they're going for the bag. Well, I'm a man and I don't get the education and I don't have this. I'm a black man in America. Shut up with your excuses. Go get yours. What you say? Making more money too. Uncomfortable facts, right? Looking at papoose from one hard chick to a hard one. Yeah. Why? Some of these women are tougher than you and have on heels. And I'm gonna go there and will dominate you. Let me say that again. And will dominate you. Tell you to go get in there and wash them dishes, boy. She in there telling you to go wash it. I told you to go wash them dishes. Okay, baby. You know I love you. It's Valentine's Day. Didn't I tell you to go take that garbage out? Okay, baby, I'm going to take the garbage out. What? You ain't got no job yet? I don't know why I got no job yet. I love you, baby. Go in there, go lay down, go to bed. She telling you to go lay down and go to bed like you are a kid. Some of these women, and I'm not mad at these. I'm not getting on the women for that. It's because some of you guys are this. What? Straight suckers. She telling you to go lie. She telling you to go lay down and go to bed. Go in there and go to bed, boy. All right, no problem. Why you didn't cut the grass? I don't know why I didn't cut the grass. I'm playing my PlayStation. Who told you? Where you want to go eat? Wherever you want to go eat, baby. Who in the heaven is the man around here? This is not abusing women. Yeah, it sounds. Why it sounds so offensive? Yeah, it should sound offensive. I don't know. Give me your check. She taking your check. Give me your check. I'm taking it. I'm going to girls trip with your money. Okay, I give you. Here come my money, baby. I don't. I don't understand that. This is, and like I said, I am not beating the women up with my analogies of what I'm talking about. They just happen to be a little bit tougher than you right now. They get the money. They get the bag. You lost your edge. Look at that. You lost your edge. You the one with your thumb in your mouth. And if you think women like that, they do not. They go to the person, they secretly go to the man who knows how to stand 10 toes down, who has not tamed the bear inside of him, who is a boss, and they submit to him and say, whatever you want me to do, baby. Oh, yes, baby. She's taking the dinner that you cooked and having it ready for him. You cooked the dinner. You at home cooking dinner, and she done made it for him. She ain't gave it to him. Oh, no, this ain't the truth, Elliot. Wake up, man. Wake up. Like I said, this is not, in my analogy when I'm using, this is not an indictment to the women at all. Not at all. This is not an indictment. This is an observation. Do you believe at a certain age you naturally start to lose the edge? Not saying I lost it or anything. I'm just asking. Okay, let me. Good question, and a very good question. I'm gonna say this. Good question. Do you believe at a certain age you naturally start to lose that edge? The only reason why we lose our edge, because it happened to me. To be very clear, is because we then walked away from the edge and we got comfortable. We walked away from the edge and we have got comfortable because at least we eating good. We got a place to lay our head at. We got a place to, hey, things like that. Uh-oh. Battery going low. Let me make sure my battery. We walked away from the edge. Plain and simple. We walked away from the edge. That's only what it is. So at any age, I know a man. I think he's in his 80s. He has more dog in him than even me. He got so much bite in him, he'll bite your butt off. He'll get you. Some of y'all done tame yourself. You're like a little puppy around here, trying to be all cuddly poo. So it doesn't matter what age. Is have you get the reason why we walked away from the edge because we got too comfortable, and we're scared. We became the question: should I go that far to the edge? That's crazy. I used to deal with a chick that nicknamed me Teddy because she thought I was soft, while the grizzly is just a touch away. Yep. See, most of the time, most of the time, a female. How old is he? This guy is in his 80s. I watched him on YouTube. You think what I said what I said today was light compared to how he talks? Because I don't cuss all like that. What I said today is light. Light. This was super light compared to how he talks. And if you ever talk to somebody who's past a millionaire, 10 million to a billion and more, they have such a resolve that they don't play around with their time. They don't play around. They don't mince their words. They're very, no, I'm not talking about Rosebud. This guy's in his 80s. Even Rosebud, shout out to Rosebud. I've been on the podcast with Rosebud. Even Rosebud, they don't mince their words. They say what they mean and they do what they mean. So you don't lose your edge only as you get comfortable. You want to suck on the bottle. That's the only time you lose your edge. When I was in the situation I was in, I was very uncomfortable. I figured out a way. How do I get out of where I'm at? That's how you lose your edge. It don't matter what age you are. Yeah, it's not Rosebud. I've been on the podcast with Rosebud. Me and Steve the Dean. Steve the Dean called Rosebud while we were on the podcast. Is when you lose the reason why, regardless of what. Hey, I know some guys who are 15 years old who lost their edge. They don't got no bite in them. Matter of fact, there's a study that says that testosterone has been lowering in the men. The testosterone has been lowering, that the testosterone levels in men are shrinking. What is going on? Because you lost that bite inside of you, that dog, to go after it. How is the testosterone in men lowering? And we got advancement in technology. We got more comfort. We got more things going on. It's because we have made a society where it's too comfortable for people. That's the reason. One of the reasons why I hit the gym. Yeah, I want to look aesthetically good, but I hit it because I want to raise my testosterone, and it's a challenge for me. I got to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No matter what, I have to go. I got to hit that gym. I got to work on my arms, got to work on my legs. I got to work on my core. I got to run. I got to run a mile and a half every time I go to the gym. Many times I get on that elliptical and I don't want to go. I don't feel like it. But what I have to do, I had to push through it. Is it comfortable? No. But it's exhilarating after I'm finished. So no matter what age you are, the only reason why matter of fact, some of y'all got comfortable because you don't still know. I mean, this is a sidebar and I got to go. I really got to go. So I got to get stuff ready for tomorrow's masterclass with Pimp God, and I got to do some personal things. Some of y'all have forgotten even self-care. Before I do this show, I make sure I have a fresh haircut. I make sure I shave and trim up my beard. I make sure my face is moisturized. I do self-care. You want to be the beast and the boss? Bring out the bear. Self-care. Take care of you. Go get yourself checked out. Get your teeth checked out. Get your eyes checked out. How you gonna be effective if you're breaking down? Get a spiritual tune-up. Get a spiritual tune-up. Some of y'all just way out of link. Your connection with God is like somebody pulled it out. You can't tap into that bear inside of you because you ain't connected to the Most High, God. Let me say that you ain't connected to the Most High. You ain't connected to him. You can't have that fight into you because that fight is directly in line with the power that you're connected to, the power that's inside of you, which is God. I'm not saying no universe anymore. I'm saying God. I'm care whoever offends. I'm saying God because we try to be nice and say we don't want to offend nobody with the universe no. I'm saying God. That's who it is. You don't like it, so what? Suck it up, cupcake. I'm talking. It's God. I did that in the past. I didn't say, well, the universe, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and forget that. And your feelings are hurt because I didn't say universe, and I didn't say Allah, or I didn't say anything like that. So what? I said it was God. BGS. Look up BGS channel on YouTube. Great brother, older guy, a lot of wisdom. Trust me, you will very strategic in how he talks on purpose. So I am an advocate. I listen to him. I listen to other people too. But I'm telling you now, get that bear and get it. Let me say this, and I definitely got to go. This is my third closing. Some of y'all too comfortable in what you're making. You should be, if you're making this amount. I was listening to someone today. His name is what is his name? His name is Dan. And he was started a business and he was charging $1,000 for his services. I want you to listen to what I'm saying, and I'm going to end with this story. He was charging $1,000 for his services. So he had clients coming in. They were willing to pay $1,000. Then his mentor says, well, how much are you charging? He said, $1,000. He said, double that. Double that? Double it. He said, well, I just started out and I'm only 20-something years old. You said double it? Double it. Charge $2,000. He said, well, won't the people not pay $2,000? He said, that's not your problem. Charge $2,000. Go to the mirror and convince yourself that you are worth and the value that you give is worth $2,000. So he went to the mirror. He said, I charged $2,000. And his coach was like, his mentor was like, no, that ain't going to cut it. You got to be convinced that you're worth $2,000. So once he got it down, he's charging $2,000. A couple months later, came to his mentor. He said, well, I'm charging $2,000. He said, that's good. Charge $6,000. He said, but I didn't do anything different. Charge $6,000 for your service. He said, but people won't buy it. Charge $6,000. So Dan, what he did, said, well, I might as well just take it up. If you're going to say it that way, I'm charging $10,000. So he had to do the same thing and say, I'm charging $10,000 for this particular service. He went through the same action, went to the mirror, convinced himself that he is worthy of, deserving of $10,000, and that he offers value that's well beyond $10,000. So when the client came and he said, well, how much is your service, Dan? He said, it's $10,000. He said, oh, that's all? Dan almost fell out on the chair. He said, well, what do you mean? He said, only $10,000? Oh, that's nothing. $10,000. That right there shows you that if you're comfortable at this level, there's always another level that you can go at. Let me read this last comment. I have to go. Tomorrow, join us. A woman was testing me at my job, calling me pretty boy, and how I know is because we got to flirt, and she called me pretty boy because she felt light work in bed. Steve Harris. There's so many plays you can, which I can say what you can do with that one. What she was doing, I don't want to say she was testing you. She was trying to see if you were going to lock into the frame that she put on you. Let me say that again. A woman was testing me at my job, calling me pretty boy. And how I know is because we got to flirting, and she told me, she called me pretty boy because she felt I'm light in the bed, light work in the bed. What she was doing was putting you in her frame. Let me say that again. This teachable moment. This is definitely for free. She was putting you in her frame. So you flirting back and forth. She's like, yeah, you're a pretty boy. She's trying to put you in her frame. Then she went on and says, while y'all were flirting, and she called me that she said, she told me she was calling me a pretty boy because she felt I was light work in the bedroom. She's put you in the frame as a pretty boy, but she felt that you were going to be of easy domination or easy to take care of in the bedroom. She put two frameworks on you, and what did you do then? Oh, you know, hey, what it is. I guess I am a pretty boy. No, 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 no. Thank you. First thing, thank you, Joe Blast. Watch people at work. One thing, that's a good point. But two, she put you in a frame. What do you mean by a frame? A way of thinking. She put you in she put you in this particular box, a frame, like you put a frame or a pit of a picture. She put you in a frame that this is who you are. You could have easily got out of it and say, all right, what? Who said I was a pretty boy? Could have flipped it and put her in a frame. I'm giving too much game away. I'm giving too much game away right there. You flip it and say, what? Who told you I was a pretty boy? What? And you thought I was a lightweight in the bedroom? Please get your Pedialyte Gatorade self together next time you're ready to talk to me. See that how I flipped the frame? Or you flip it, I'm gonna flip you another, I'm gonna give you one more flip on it. Okay, yeah. It's cool. But yeah, you flip the frame. Nah, I ain't your pretty boy. What? What? A pretty boy? Okay. What? You think I'm a pretty boy? That's what she wanted for you to flip the frame on her. Or you can say, well, you thought I was a pretty boy. Well, I know you're easy catching, or you flip it and say something. You gotta be quick on the jaw and flip it. Flip it right on her. I'm giving too much game away. I'm giving my tactics away. But no, jump out that frame, pretty boy. And I think you light in the bedroom. Yeah, she's saying she want to do something, but at the same time, jump out that frame. You have no clue what I can do in the bedroom. Let me say that again. You have no clue on what I can do in the bedroom. When you graduate a little bit, maybe you will find out. But for right now, you're still in the grade school level of that. See how I flipped that frame? You're still in the grade school level. My boy, True Style, what's going on? Like the homie Joe I said, leave people out on your job alone. Thank you later. Yeah. My dude, True Savage. Yeah. Flip the frame. Flip it. Oh, you think I'm a lightweight? You ain't, baby. You're still trying to figure out how to write your name in cursive. You still trying to learn how to spell your name, baby. I'm in grad school. Flip the frame. But in all things, definitely don't get caught up at that job. If you don't do it. Don't do it. Because the minute it goes sour, or she feel like Steve did something to me. He said he grabbed my booty when we were at lunch. Baby, you didn't lost your money. You didn't lost the bag. He told me he didn't like me. He told me my weave stink. You didn't lost the bag. Don't lose the bag over some kitty cat. Don't lose the bag over some kitty cat. I'm just keeping it 100% with you. Not saying that's your case, Steve. And I give you two scenarios on how to flip the frame. But the same token, don't lose the bag over kitty cat at the job. I'm telling you. I done know of one guy who did that. He was an EVS worker and lost the bag. The girl still worked there. He got one girl pregnant while messing with another girl in another building. And they found out about each other at a meeting. I'm talking to Joe. No, I'm talking to Joe. They almost got the blows. And guess who in the middle of it? Joe. There's rules of engagement when you talk to someone at the job, especially when it's close vicinity. There is rules of engagement. Tomorrow, me and Pimp God are going to be talking tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'm going to put the links in the video once I get it uploaded today. It says 7 o'clock tomorrow, $35 to get in, $50 for questions and answers. But because the moment it goes sour, you got to look at her and she got to look at you. Or if you get her pregnant, dude, you definitely ain't gonna like the consequences. I got to give myself all on claps for that. With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. When spirituality and the game combines, you have the thinking class, the beast and the boss. Bring the bear out of these freaking soft tissue, toilet tissue, Charmin wearing, cupcake, soft soul men. Bring the bear out of them. Let me end this. Go to this. Thank you, Joe Glass. Winnie the Pooh wearing, Buster Brown wearing men out here, wearing Buster Browns.